Hi everyone. If you are new here, in this series of going solo videos, I am using the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign as a test bench for different mechs, variants and weapon loadouts. This is because this mission presents a good opportunity to explore different tactics, as well as the possibility of fighting both long and close range combat. Also, here I am going into this battle alone without taking any of my Lancemates, so that we could better assess how each mech survives and performs in the same kind of situation. Now, previously I've shown you a bunch of assault mechs in this mission and how each performs. Some of them were more successful than others. And today I'd like to show you another assault mech, which I haven't shown so far, is the 90-ton Cyclops. Now, in this career, this particular career, I have imported mechs from my other career, the one that I've stopped playing in the year of 49. In my other campaign, like in my third campaign in this mission, the career, the one which I've been fighting for a very long time, I have pretty much every single Cyclops variant. But in this one, in this particular one, I have only 2 variants. I haven't acquired that many, and these variants are the CP-10-Z and then CP-11-P. And like I said, in the other career I have all variants, including a hero variant with the 2 Gauss rifles. But since here I don't have a choice, I don't have much Cyclops to choose from, we will have to go with one of these variants to test it in this mission. Now this one, let's take a look. The way I configured this -10-Z variant, I've gotten here this AC-20 burst fire as the large ballistic slot, and then I've got these 2 SRM-2s and only 2 medium lasers. The reason for that is that I wanted to increase the original amount of armor, because the stack configurations of the Cyclops, they don't come with a good amount of armor. Now, speaking of this variant, you know, -10-Z, I'm afraid it's not going to be quite adequate for this mission, simply because I'm afraid I am gonna run out of this AC-20 ammunition way too soon, especially given the fact that I am not gonna be taking any of my Lancemates with me. So for that matter, I am afraid that I am not gonna be using it for this mission. I like the way I configured this Cyclops, but I don't think it's going to be adequate for this mission, simply because, like I said, we will run out of ammo rather soon. Now, let's take a look at the variant which we are going to be using. However, let me actually tell you something before we take a look at this variant. What is a Cyclops, after all? What is this mech? What is this chassis? If you wanna learn more about the Cyclops, I would recommend you to check out the YouTube channel, which is called Big Red 40 Tech. I will leave the link in the description below to that channel and to the video where he talks specifically about the history of the Cyclops. The Cyclops was originally designed as a command vehicle. It was not designed as an attack mech, as an assault attack mech for fighting in the front lines. The reason why it comes originally in stock with a low amount of armor is because it was primarily a command vehicle. It carries all the ammunition, I mean all the weapons, only for the defense purposes, for self-defense purposes. It was not designed to be an attack mech fighting in the front lines. People are using it wrong in general in this age, in the year of 3039, simply because during the succession wars they've run out of all the technologies, of all the mechs, and they had to adapt Cyclops to fight in the front lines, to be used as other mechs. But it's wrong. People are using them in a wrong way. This was not their intended purpose. So this is just something that I wanted to stress. It's a niche kind of mech designed with a very specific goal in mind, all right? But, you know, since we are using them in a wrong way, and since, you know, we have to use them just, you know, because we have to, because, you know, we've run out of all the good stuff in this succession wars, 3 succession wars, which were kind of devastating. So here is what I came up with as far as this configuration goes. And by the way, this is probably my favorite variant. I mean, there is of course, you know, the hero variant with the 2 Gauss rifles, which is, you know, quite powerful one. But these days I'm not using all that much all the hero mechs, because they are kind of apocryphal. They don't exist in the lore. They are just, you know, purely MechWarrior 5 creation. So for that matter, I'm not trying to use them all that much, because I'm just, you know, to be honest, I'm questioning their legitimacy from, you know, a pure lore standpoint. So I'm kind of, you know, trying to be a little bit more accurate in this regard. But anyways, so there are a bunch of different variants of Cyclops in this game. Like I said, I don't have all of them in this career, but I do have them in my other career. There is also a melee variant of the Cyclops, which in my humble opinion is a horrible variant. I would never use melee variant of the Cyclops. I think it's like the worst one. This is just my opinion. You may not agree with me. It's fine, but I would never use it. I don't like that variant at all. But again, outside of all the hero variants, you know, speaking of the, you know, standard stack variants, my favorite variant is probably this one. Not probably, it is actually this, specifically this CP-11-P variant. This is one of the oldest, like the Star League-era variant. Let's take a closer look at it. I like it for 2 reasons. Why it's my favorite variant. First of all, unlike some other variants, it's got 4 medium lasers. Some other variants have only 2. I like having 4 of them. 2 additional medium lasers, they make a lot of difference. They are far more devastating. I like having 4 medium lasers. 4 of them, it's, you know, kind of like a bare minimum for me. This is what I've got on my Annihilators, and this is what I've got on my favorite Atlas AS7-D variant. So as my beloved Stalkers. Alright. Then, what we've got in here, we've got the 2, as you can see, medium ballistic slots. I utilize these slots for the AC5 burst fire variants, and if you watched some of my previous videos on this channel, I've talked a lot about this particular weapon and how this is one of my all-time favorite weapons as far as this game is concerned. This is one of my favorite autocannons ever, period. Why? Because they've got a great destructive power, they've got amazing range and amazing precision at a long range, they're great for sniping targets, and I particularly like stacking them up, you know, having 2 of them or like 4 of them as in one of my annihilators. Please check out a video where I have four of this in one of the annihilators. It's one of my favorite annihilators build, which I call the budget annihilator build, one of my favorite variants. Anyways, so I absolutely love these weapons. I think they are pretty, you know, devastating. And then we've got 2 SRM2s, which are combined, basically, you know, make it as an SRM4. This is basically an SRM4, and for that matter I have only 1 ton of SRM ammo. It's basically what it does, you can shoot this SRM4 80 times in total. You can get, you know, 80 shots out of 1 ton of SRM ammo. Now you may be wondering, how come I am not, you know, this is small missile slot, how come I am not using, like, let's say SRM4, or you know, I could use dual SRM4. Well, this is simply because I really wanted to max out all the armor. Okay, like I said, this every stack configuration of all the Cyclops variant comes sort of under armored with a very little armor, because again, this was not intended to be an attack mech fighting in the front lines. Originally it was intended as a command vehicle, but since we are forced here to use them in sort of like a wrong way, not what they were designed for that matter, I had to increase the amount of armor all the way to the max, and as a result I've got actually a pretty good number, 612 points, which is, you know, for a 900 tonner, that's a pretty, you know, great number. It's a great variant. All right, so this is my loadout. Now here is the only one problem, not a problem, but the concern which I have with this build right at the moment, because, you know, because of this mission, and because we have to destroy a bunch of enemy mechs, and because I'm not gonna be taking any of my Lancemates with me, I am concerned with this amount of AC5 burst fire ammunition. I am afraid that this may not be enough for this mission. Typically, you know, this is what I like to use. In general, this is enough to complete all the missions, or at least most of the missions. But in this case, I am afraid this may not be sufficient. So for that matter, I think I am gonna have to sacrifice these double hit sinks. I am gonna have to go without any double hit sinks. I mean, any hit sinks whatsoever, which is kinda crazy, in order to be able to take additional ton of AC5 ammunition, just to be on a safer side. I am not sure whether this, you know, 2 points of cooling is gonna be enough, but let's see. I just, like I said, I wanna be on a safer side, and I wanna take additional AC5 ammunition, because you know this, 4 tons for this dual AC5 burst fire. I'm just afraid I'm gonna be running out of it rather quickly. And then maybe since I'm putting this explosive ammo in here, maybe I should, just add the SRM ammo in here as well, moving it around. Let's just be on safer side. And of course, like I forgot to mention, this variant has this Guardian ECM, electronic countermeasures, which creates the interference for enemy mechs and making it difficult for them to aim at you. I've talked about this in my previous video where I've shown the one of the battle masters, which also housed this equipment in there. Anyways, so I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and see how this is gonna work out. Again, now I'm kinda concerned with the whether this cooling is gonna be enough. I have no double heat sinks whatsoever. I mean, not even single heat sinks. That's kinda scary. That's kinda scary, I have to say. But let's see if we can manage it this way, because I'd rather have more ammo in this case, and then maybe I will work at longer range. I will try to snipe targets with this AC5, because this is an excellent long range weapon, excellent for sniping things. I've shown this many times on this channel and how well it works at long ranges. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this work. Now let's take at weapon groups and upgrades. The weapon groups, nothing special, pretty straightforward. All the lasers are being shot in the Alpha Strike. Burst fire AC5s are gonna be shot in pairs as well, so as the SRM2, which basically makes them into SRM4. Now, let's take a look at the upgrades. Okay, so here is what I've done. I've reinforced the little bit of internal structure. Yeah, I've reinforced the armor all the way to the max, because we don't have a whole lot of firepower. And for that matter, we have to, have a lot of armor to make up for that. And then this stuff. Okay, this is intended for the faster, obviously faster weapon cycling, and this is the quick ammo feed for those AC5 burst fires. And then, of course, obviously we need additional help with the heat management. Now, that I'm looking at it, maybe I should use, instead of this two, maybe I should use a superior detonation instead, to give more, destructive power to those AC5s. Like this superior detonation. There are actually two of these. This is what I've been using on my Annihilator, where I was using 4 of those AC5 burst fire. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and try that instead. Let's get rid of these two and let's use superior detonation for this mission. So superior detonation 1, and then let's use the superior detonation 2. And yeah, by the way, in case if you're wondering how come I am able to utilize all of these 7 upgrade slots, it's because I have a mod where each upgrade occupies only 1 slot. Okay, I think this is the way it should be. And also the upgrades are being performed quicker than, in the standard game without the mod. Okay, anyways, let's see So 9 days total work order. That's fine because the mission starts in 17 days. Okay, let's perform these upgrades and modifications, and well, I guess let's now go ahead and take this mission. Let's see how it performs in this kind of scenario. Alright, again, no Lancemates, just, you know, myself, 90-ton assault mech Cyclops. Let's see if we can survive something like this. Let's hope it's not gonna be like, you know, a couple of those Highlanders. Alright, let's go ahead.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems online.
Commander, your task is simple. Drive out the remaining Knights of St. Cameron by any means necessary.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. It's Liberation Day. For the Combine!
New target.
For the Combine.
And all the families we've lost. And the ones that remain.
No, that's too far for medium lasers. Okay.
Inevitable. But there's one problem. You now face Alistair and the Knights of St. Cameron. The true believers will not rest until the entire Combine is liberated from their
Yes, you see, this is what these autocannons do.
Seems you're in the dark.
Amazing,
You fight for the
amazing.
oppressors, and you fight alone.
lies. It seems that you have a hunger to die.
You see? You see?
Incoming missile.
Excellent precision, excellent range, and excellent destructive powers. One of my favorite autocannons ever in this game. AC5's burst fire, they just rock. They just rock. Let's see what's going on in here. There is some kind of fighting going on.
New target. Jaeger.
Jaeger mech.
Target
Nice, nice. Look at that. Look at that.
destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target Orion.
Okay, let's find a safer firing position.
Target acquired.
Get rid
Target
of these
destroyed.
nasty tanks first, and then let's go after this Orion.
Incoming missile.
You know what?
Target destroyed.
This is a pretty good heat dissipation, given the fact that we don't have a single heat sink in this mech
New
right
target
now.
Grasshopper.
Looks like it can do just fine without any heat sinks. Nice, nice. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. You know,
Target
I
destroyed.
always liked this Cyclops variant, but today it's like it's surpassing my expectation. You know, it's like I am pretty impressed with the speed we are killing all the enemy mechs in here. Let's see what's going on in there. Wow. Wow, this is really amazing. Let's get rid of this longbow first. This is, you know, my first priority at the moment. Let's get rid of this guy because he can get pretty nasty if he gets too far. You know, this LRM. Got plenty of LRMs. Let's really aim better. Who else is there? The archer. Yes, that's another nasty thing. Okay, let's get rid of this guy quicker. Okay, now I am, you know, affecting him with the interference. It will make difficult for him to aim at me. Let's definitely go after him.
New
Where is he?
target, Archer. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Okay. Alright. And a very good walking speed, you know, again 64 kilometers per hour for a 90-ton assault mechs. I mean, what can you ask for?
New target, Enforcer.
Incoming! More nitrates hitting the ground!
Okay, Enforcer.
Surrender while you still can.
We've come too far to surrender now!
So be it.
Oops. Oh, that wasn't a good idea.
I'll have to make do without that component.
There they goes.
I need to punch out.
Okay, who else is out there? It's the Zeus.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Who else is out there? It's the catapult. It's kind of
Incoming missile.
nasty. Okay.
New target, Assassin.
Let's deal with this nasty catapult. I really don't like it. Especially, you know, since we get close to him. It's better to get rid of
Target
him
acquired.
sooner than later. Okay, what else is going on in here? The Orion.
Tracking more night units.
Nice.
Stepping down, Commander.
Okay.
Advancing to the back
This
of the
nasty
perimeter.
little thing. Let's do him. Okay. Wow, did you see that? Wow, that is a pretty great, you know, destructive power.
Nothing.
Amazing, amazing. What do we have in here? Okay, let's deal with this guy. Nice, nice. Wow, wow. Marauder. Aha, now we are running a little hot, but that's totally manageable. That's totally manageable. It's not like it's unbearable. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get rid of his AC-20. Now he's just a toy. Now let's get rid of his AC-20. Yeah, it runs a little hard. It runs a little hard, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not like it's unbearable. We can definitely handle that. We can definitely handle that. You know, basically, you know, I'm using this dual AC5 burst fire and for medium lasers, and it works great. It works great. Let's just be a little bit more careful. Oh, here, but we can totally handle that. Okay. Oops, shouldn't have cut that PPC. Okay, and then there is this stupid Banshee.
New target,
Who is there? Okay, let's deal with this Thunderbolt first because he's closer. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, and then that stupid Banshee, of course, that we
new
forgot
target,
about.
Banshee.
Okay, let's go after him. It's pretty annoying. You know, this 3E variant. These tanks are just trying to get under my feet. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take some work to get done with him, but he has no armor. He's center torso, so yeah, he's toasted.
Area secure.
There he goes. There he goes. All right, all right, all right. Let's go into more safe location. Yeah, we have. Yeah, let's go. We have like enemy dropship landing behind us. Let's get behind this, you know, this hill. I don't want to stay in the open field. Yeah, they just arrived. Oh, this is the final wave, because that's, you know, that's the main guy. Okay, 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 fine. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, we can definitely survive this one. We can definitely survive this one. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna snipe these guys with this. I have a pretty good amount of AC5 ammo still, so we can totally, you know, snipe those guys. Let's not get into the locking range of that longbow, because that thing is quite destructive. Let's try to snipe him. Let's turn on first of all the thermal vision in here. Where did this longbow go? Ah, there he is. There he is. So let's actually, you know, get rid of him. Let's snipe him with this AC5, because as soon as I get done with him, I will just go after all of them. Yeah, he's coming after me. I don't want him to get a lock on me. He's in a horrible shape. Yeah, his center torso in a horrible shape. He's about to get toasted. He's about to get toasted. Okay, let's finish him off. Let's finish him off. That's my main concern in here. Come on, show me your face. There you go, there you go. Okay, 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 yes. He's done, he's done. Now I can breathe. I can breathe. We will deal with these three guys. We will definitely deal with them. Okay. So, who should we go after first now? Should we take down the Victor? As far as the Victor is concerned, let's get rid of his AC-20, his right arm. Okay, there it goes, there it goes. Then, you know, perhaps this torso. Okay, ammo explosion, nice, nice. There you go. Come on, die. There you go. Okay, then let's do this one. The Orion, the Aeronast. Okay, running a little hard, but that's okay. We can manage that. All right, and then the Awesome. Okay. I love Awesomes, one of my favorite mech of all times. But here we've got a speed. We can walk faster. We have more maneuverability. That's okay, and we still have a decent amount of armor. Yes. There we go. All right. Okay. How do you guys like that? How do you like this Cyclops variant? This is one of my favorite variants ever of the Cyclops. It's a little bit more rare to come by. Okay, it's more rare than some other variants, but it's totally worth it. I would buy this one most of the time whenever I come across this CP-11-P. It's really special. It's really special. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see the summary. All right, well, I mean, 17 mech kills. 17 mech kills, you know, that's a good number for the 90-ton assault mech, you know, given the fact that we only came out with an armor damage, no components were lost. There is a lot to like about this mech. It's definitely, you know, one of my favorite variants, if not the most favorite variant of the Cyclops. Pretty great number. It's like, you know, same number as an Atlas. We did far better. I mean, I did far better in here than in a couple of those Highlanders. As a matter of fact, I actually prefer this Cyclops than some of those Highlanders, and it's also 90 tons. Its main advantage is the speed, you know. Not a lot of 90-ton mechs can walk at this kind of speed, 64 kilometers per hour. That's an excellent speed at this tonnage. Okay, well, let's go ahead and assess the damage. And once again, we haven't lost any components. Everything is in place, just the armor damage. This is thanks to the fact that I've increased it. Remember, I was talking about this earlier. I've increased it all the way to the max. So yeah, so if we repair it, yeah, you see just the armor damage. And very quick one-day repair, not a very expensive repair. So yeah, not a big deal, just pretty standard damage. Well, again, speaking of Cyclops, in general, these mechs, aren't being used as they were originally intended, as far as this game concerned, and in all these, post-Succession Wars eras. Nevertheless, it performs pretty well in this kind of attack kind of scenarios. I absolutely love these two burst fires. I like the way I've configured it. It served me very well. We've got rid of all the heat sinks. Yeah, it was, running a little bit hot at times when we were, too intense shooting all of this stuff all at once. But at the same time, it wasn't like unbearable. I did not get the thermal shutdown. It was totally manageable. It can totally go without, any heat sinks in this in this variant and in this kind of configuration as you just saw. Yeah, what's not to like about it? I think it's great. And it's definitely my favorite Cyclops variant. It's also very nice, in the past I've used it in a lance. I was actually assigning it to my AI Lancemates, and they were doing great with it. It's nice to have one of these in a lance because of this Guardian ECM equipment, electronic countermeasures equipment. This does cause some interference, and it kinda makes it for enemies more difficult to aim at you, especially in a close range. It doesn't work at a distance because you see the disrupt mode range is like 440 meters, which is not a lot, but in a close range combat it somewhat helps. And it's nice to have one of those, one of these mechs in a lance. I think it's great, and it definitely does the job. And maybe, actually, I think it was a good idea to get rid of all the heat sinks, just to be able to carry more ammunition. So this way, I didn't have to worry about running out of this AC5 burst fire ammunition. Yeah, so it did work. Then what would be the other possible configurations? Well, obviously you can get rid of this ammunition and perhaps maybe go for SRM4 in here instead, but I wouldn't do it. Personally, I really like the way I've configured it this way. It worked very well. yeah, I mean, like, what's not to like about it? I think it's great. I think it's great. It works. Again, I wouldn't call the Cyclops as one of my all-time favorite mechs, because otherwise I will have too many favorites, and that's not right. And again, you know, it's not even being used, like I said, in its, you know, for its intended purpose this way, but it still works. It still works. It's good. Please let me know what do you guys think about this configuration. There are, of course, other variants. There is one that comes with one Gauss rifle in stock. There is like that questionable hero variant, which comes with 2 Gauss rifles. Of course, yeah, I mean, that is cool, you know, 2 Gauss rifles. But no, we are talking here about, you know, stock configurations. And as far as the, you know, stock variants, non-hero variants, I like this particular one the best, and the way I configured it. Anyways, I'm sounding like a broken record now. I guess this is it for this video. Please let me know your thoughts about this build in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video.